Now, during the pandemic, while doctors and nurses were working flat out at Whittington Hospital in North London, a photographer was already thinking about how history would remember them. Slater King said he wanted to make sure patients' stories weren't forgotten and that the experience and dedication of NHS staff wouldn't be either. So he photographed and interviewed NHS staff on the wards, creating a moving book of images. Katie Barnfield reports.
A rare look inside a hospital at the height of the pandemic. Brought together in a book are the images and stories of 91 doctors and staff at the Whittington, including Mumtaz, a paediatric doctor, and Alan, who works in respiratory medicine. They agree it was the most challenging time of their whole career.
People were very isolated. We couldn't get family in. We can normally keep people informed. We can help people understand what's happening and try and give people, a good death. But that was not what we were able to do in the first phase, which was very distressing for everyone. That sort of stress stays with you for quite a long time after you've had to deal with that.
What I wanted to do with the book was to create a record of who was here, what it was like and what it felt to them like.
Photographer Slater King spent weeks on the wards, shooting and interviewing staff from consultants to cleaners.
You have people straight out of university who are thrust into it. You have long-standing porters who remember an Ebola outbreak here. Some people are talking about some really terrible and moving times, and other people are talking about finding strength they didn't know they had.
Every day, Mumtaz saw the impact of the pandemic on the children she was caring for.
It must have been quite a scary time for a lot of them. I imagine a lot of them came into the ward and they didn't really know what was happening.
It was really important to make them feel comfortable and at ease. We have specialists such as play specialists who actually had this really lovely idea of creating faces to put onto the mask so that children feel less intimidated. And sometimes it's just small things that can help to make the bigger difference.
Her photo was taken next to a mural she painted on her ward to lift the spirits of patients and staff.
The idea is it serves as a reminder for everyone to look on the brighter side. And being positive doesn't mean that you have to be happy all the time, but it just means that you know that even on hard days there are much brighter ones to come.
All the royalties from the book will go to the hospital charity, the money used to support these hard-working staff as they continue to help others. Katie Barnfield, ITV News.
Sally has joined us in the studio, as you can see. And I know you've been hanging out with Santa, but we'll get to that later. I wanted to ask you about Christmas trees. Have you put yours up yet?
No. We've been resisting, but it's arriving on Monday and then we're going to put it up on Tuesday on the 1st. What about you? Have you got yours?
I think we're going to go get ours this weekend. I just felt it was too early before.
I know. I just can't wait any longer, so it's going to be soon. But one tree that is on its way is the Trafalgar Square Christmas tree. So we've got some pictures.